Our final comedian of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, it's a big treat to have him here, White Boy Rick, everybody. Woo!
Awesome. You've been waiting the whole time.
All right, let's do this. How y'all doing? Woo! It's been a long night. We're having some fun. We're laughing. Let's give it up for the establishment here. Right on. Sunnies, right? Sunnies. Soon to be Sunnies. Whatever we're doing. This is freaking awesome. Hey, let's give it up for the host, and let's give it up for the comedians who previously came up. Give it up. Give it up. All right. Now keep giving it up if you enjoy having sex. And give it up if you enjoy having sex with someone else. Why is there a drop-off every fucking time I do that? Some of y'all are solo artists. We need to pair up on the way out, okay? I don't care what they say about Olympia, man. Man, and what's this deal? People talk shit about Olympia. I'm from Everett. We have a nickname. It's called the Metha Center. They call it that for a reason. I'm from Everett. Like, Olympia is cool, man. Olympia gets cooler and cooler as I drive towards it. I drive through Tacoma, and I noticed Tacoma, they don't have welcome signs, like cute little welcome, like welcome to beautiful Tacoma, right? Because it'd be full of shit, right? But what they do have is they have a big ass neon sign that says Jesus cares about you, which is a reminder, like, you better keep up on your prayers because you're gonna need Jesus to get back home, right? So when I get to Olympia, I get a little extra exhale. That's why I like Olympia, because I made it through fucking Tacoma. Oh, goddamn. No wonder they put an army base right next to the fucking city, man. They do that shit. But I love going down to Tacoma. I love it. But yeah, Olympia, you guys are doing it right. I appreciate it. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up poor, and I didn't grow up cockroach poor. I didn't grow up projects poor. We don't got a comparison. We don't got to put it out and measure how poor we are, right? But for me, I grew up suburban poor. I grew up KFC poor. If only that meant that we got to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's not what that meant. What it means is I grew up Kmart poor, food stamp poor, and no fucking Costco poor. No Costco. I don't know if anybody else grew up without having Costco around, but that's something I didn't get a privilege of. I was always jealous of people. They had the bagel pizzas and all those cool little treats and shit. I didn't have that. The only thing that I had in my house that came in bulk was powdered milk and government cheese. Hey, you ain't know until you drink that powdered milk, man. That is just now. I feel privileged that I can buy it by the gallon now, right? I am so happy that it comes pre-liquefied. It's awesome. And I grew up on food stamps. Someone else was talking about this. Food stamps. Not too many people know what food stamps are anymore. Food stamps are like a checkbook of government monopoly money. That's what I grew up with. They came in 20s, 10s, 5s. I would take it down to the corner store to get my food, and I would hope by giving them a 5, I'd get some real money back so I could get some of that candy. They didn't let you buy candy with the damn thing, right? No, they gave me 1s in government monopoly money back. I was fucked. All these other people got the EBT card. You get to be like an undercover broke ass. Like, yeah, it's Visa. No, fuck that. You're broke ass just like me. I had to own that shit all the time. So I get a lot of gratitude where I'm at today because I don't have to do that, right? I got the EBT card, kind of like what Reggie X was saying. No, I'm just joking. I don't got an EBT card. No. And then I grew up Kmart poor. A lot of people don't know about Kmart because there's like 3 left. I think they just closed one the other day, right? Kmart's like if Walmart and the dollar store had a one-night stand and you had like a little birth defect baby came out. That's what Kmart was. Kmart was like the one place I could go and my mama would tell me, you can pick anything you want except the fucking icy machine. I couldn't get no damn icy, so I'd go through and I would pick out everything I wanted for school, for Christmas. I was all ready, and then I found out that I wasn't just Kmart poor, I was Kmart layaway poor. Which means you get to fill that cart. That cart don't go with you. It goes to the back of the store, they fill out these papers, and you better pay on that shit before it comes home, right? That's how I end up showing up to school. By the time we pay it off 2 years later with outdated MC Hammer pants and a goddamn JoJo Siwa t-shirt, okay? Now, what that means is that's part of the reason I quit high school, okay? That's part of the reason. There's a lot of other reasons. Well, actually, they fired me, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. Kind of like how Will Smith quit the academy, right? Right? Like, yeah, you're fucking fired. They kicked my ass out of there. And so growing up was tough going through that. And part of that was I grew up with a single mom. We had 3 kids in our house. I had a younger brother and sister, and so times were tough. And my mom kicked ass. I can't wait till Mother's Day. I'm doing a show the day before, and I get to talk about that because, like, she kicked ass, survived. But there's a couple things that I learned about single moms in having one. The first one's kind of embarrassing. I learned that single moms are definitely down to fuck. I'm sorry, I got to say that in reference to my mom, but I got a brother and sister by another dad. Like, it was crystal clear. And yeah, it's facts. And they know how to whoop your ass. My mama had an arsenal, and she first thing she started off with was this switch business. And she said, "Go get a switch." And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Go pick out a branch I can whoop you with." That was like the Green Mile walking out there, man. I'm walking up to this bush, and I'm like, I got to get the thin one, because, like, it's not going to... No, you don't get the thin, flexible one. What the... She knew. She played on my emotion. She knew I was going to make the wrong decision, right? And she just laid into my ass, man. And I got those welts, and... So eventually CPS, or somebody got involved, and she couldn't do that anymore. So she was like the wooden spoon. And those break.
Yeah.
So the scariest time around my house was when she called somebody.
You're my chick right now.
She called somebody. She called Susan, the Tupperware lady, and fucked it all up. She said she needed Tupperware spoons so it could last during cooking. Motherfucker, you were kicking my ass with that spoon. I got the one with the little slats, not just the whole one, the one with the slats where you got like damn near like tattoos on my ass, right? She would do that, man. Woo! So the last thing I'll tell you about my mom is she didn't like us having a foul mouth. And I would drop a lot of bad. I was watching Beavis and Butthead back in the day. Like, come on now, look at me now. Yeah, back then it was worse or better. I don't know. But I'd have a foul mouth, and she'd wash my mouth out with soap.
No.
And that was just brutal. And I learned after the first time, if I don't open my mouth, it can't get in my mouth, right? Kind of like a girl on a sketchy first date. Just keep your mouth shut. You don't got to worry about it. It's gonna be okay, right? I don't think this is going to happen to that scenario, though. My mama, she'd see that I would grit my teeth, I'd smile in the mirror, and she'd take that bar soap and grind it. And you can see how beautiful my teeth are. I got lots of nooks and crannies for that. Oh, man. And she was a G, though. My mom was a single mom, and she was surviving, but she knew that if she got the Dial soap or the dollar store soap, it wasn't that bad. She spent extra money to get Irish Springs. So I could have to taste that shit. I would walk out after picking it out of my fucking teeth and look at her, and she'd look at me and go, "Top of the morning to you, sonny boy." Goddamn, mom. But she raised a good kid, and I got kids of my own. I got a 9-year-old boy, and I got a tween girl, which is tough as hell, but my 9-year-old started acting up the other day, and I said, okay, I'm going to bring up some of the arsenal of what I came up with. You need some culture, like all this YouTube, Roblox, bullshit. Like, you acted up, go get a Switch. And he looked at me, come back 30 seconds later with a Nintendo. Oh, this kid don't know anything. But it turns out the Nintendo hurts a lot more than the branch. So, it worked out. And it broke on him, so now he's grounded from the damn thing. That screen, that glass, broke on his ass. I was like, okay. Now, I'm not condoning hitting kids, and I don't hit my kids. I'm just joking. That's just a joke, right? But so I got these 2 kids, right? I'm a single dad. I went through a divorce, and I kind of like that other guy was talking about how many years of marriage through how many marriages. Like, yeah, I could attest to that. But for me, being a single dad, or a solo dad, as you want to call it, it can get tough. And I'll step back real quick, so I was going to tell you about my son, but I am named after my father. And I am not the junior, I'm the third, which means that my father was either a completely optimistic guy thinking he was going to be there his whole life, or he was an evil motherfucker for giving me a name that he won't go and be around to raise, right? So as soon as I could, I got rid of that shit. I got my name. Now my son, I didn't want him to have my name. Maybe to reverse engineer the luck of that thing. So was that mine? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh shit. I got to get this out. So anyways, I named my son something different. I didn't name him Rick. I didn't name him Richard. But I realized recently that I screwed up naming this kid. I wanted something short. I'm Richard. It's long, regal. There's all sorts of nicknames. Yeah, people call me Dick. But I named him this short name, And I fucked up because I didn't realize how many times I was going to have to text about it or call people to tell them I was transporting them. So every 2 to 3 times a week, I'm leaving a message. It's like, hey, I'm about to drop Jack off to the library. Or I'm about to drop Jack off to school. They're like, man, I need a restraining order from the school zone. Like, if the cops see my text message, like, damn. So I screwed up naming that kid. But he's a blast. We have lots of fun. We were on a road trip the other day. We're going down. We stopped to get donuts at this hippie place called the Bald Girls and the farm-to-table bullshit. With the place where you bite into the muffin, and if you get a hair, it came from their armpit, that type of place. We walk in the bathroom, and he's peeing, and I like to mess with this kid. We have fun. He's 9, right? And up above the toilet, he's peeing, and he looks up above the toilet. There's a big sign, a big picture, and it has a big picture of a cow, and it says, "Real cows eat grass." I'm the dad that puts my thumb over the GNR, and I said, "Read that, buddy." He looks up, he goes, "Real cows eat ass." I'm like, yes, I got him! Like, yeah. But this kid fucks with me back. We continue on that road, and he waits till it's dark. We're in the middle of the mountains to say, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. And I look up, I say, okay, we're 10 minutes away. He goes, well, are they gonna have a bathroom? I'm like, dude, I'm your dad, I know everything. They're gonna have they got gas, they're gonna have a bathroom, right? So we go up, and we pull in, and we park, we get out, we walk up to the gas station, and they're closed. He looks up, he's like, Dad, what are we gonna do? I said, so well, it's about that time I teach you as a man what you do in this situation. I'm gonna have you follow me around the back. And he's hesitant, and I look, I say, hey, don't worry, it's recycling. Just think of it as recycling. He's okay. So we get back there, I pull, I unzip, and I'm peeing, and I look over, and this boy is shitting in the bushes. I'm like, you didn't teach this kid that damn anything? I said, damn it, it looks like we're fertilizing up in this thing. So, man, I got a lot more, but I don't want to run it too late because I'm already a minute over. But you guys have been amazing, showing love to comics. And I want to take a second and just say thank you guys, thank you. That anytime I got a mic in my hand, I'm grateful for that opportunity. And I'm grateful for people putting in time, putting in shows, especially owners of bars taking risks on comedy shows. There's a lot of cancel culture, a lot of bullshit. This place is amazing. I'm coming back. I'll drive from ever just to do a 3-minute spot. So thank you guys for having us. Give the love to the people. Thank you.